Hello, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I wasn't ready for it to be that heavy on the rain. What an intro. Welcome, of course, to the Singapore Grand Prix, which, as you can tell, she's a bit wet this time. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Okay, let's take a look at the qualifying. Verstappen's on pole position. We are only 200s behind in second place. 3 points separate us and Max in the championship. Lando's also in it, but about 26 points off after his victory at Baku. Leclerc within a tenth of a second. Alonso within a tenth of a second. Sainz within a tenth of a second. And then it's a quarter of a second back to Norris. This is going to be an interesting race, that's for sure. Okie dokie. Oh, it looks like it might dry up. That'll probably happen about 5 laps into the race. That's nice. It's expected to take 2 hours and 50 minutes. Christ alive. I'm going to be here the rest of my life. Okay, right. Let's see what we can do. I would be lying if I was not concerned. I am very concerned about this. This is really wet, and I've not driven in the wet around here. So, let's see what we can do. And it is real wet. Let's just try and survive. Whoa! All right, cut my something off. Okay. Let's just try and survive. I'm assuming that temperature probably won't be too much of a problem in these conditions, like tyre temps getting overheated. But let's just see what we can do. There's a bit of a battling happening behind with Sainz and Alonso. The Battle of Spain. Oh man, this is actually like really hard to see. Hello. Hello. I don't mean from the spray, I mean from the lights, like reflecting off of the road. The top two are way quicker than we are right now, which is real concerning. Oh, careful, go for that. I am concerned about my pace on the opening portion of the straight. I think like once we get into the rhythm, maybe it'll be easier. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, obviously we're not turning right here. We keep going. Actually prefer this layout of Singapore, even though I know the other one's coming back soon. Is it this year that we're going back right there? Obviously got a big old grandstand out there, so, you know. Whoa, Lance Stroll, keep your foot in, baby. Nearly crashed like he did that, nice. Got to use some more battery here, come on, Lewis. It's just horsepower that's being left behind for no reason. Obviously, Max is the championship leader. He's got a 3-point lead over us. It was a good win for Lando last round to drag him. I think he's, like I say, I think he's 26 points off of the championship lead after that victory. We scored just 4 points at Baku. We drove terribly. We got the strategy wrong, and I hate Baku, so I'll take 4 points, to be honest. Let's take a look at our temps just to make sure that we're not overdoing it. They look all right. Good. Just got to make sure because this car is slippery. Very slippery at the moment, which makes sense, obviously, with the conditions. Okay, we're like a second, 2 seconds a lap slower. Oh, I've left the overtake button on. You idiot. Every time. Ugh. It'll recharge very quickly around here, to be fair. Man, we are really the cork in the bottle here. At least at the moment. We're running basically max downforce. Just to try and, obviously, find some speed around here. I mean, Singapore's a really high downforce circuit anyway. But I think we're quick enough off the corners to keep them at bay. But we are the cork in the bottle, which is obviously not good for those ahead. Oh, that grip change where obviously you get the bridges and then it's dry. And then you don't slide on those dry parts of the track. Just got to kind of full send them, I think. I am confident of finding the rhythm, though. It might take a bit of time. But we will find it. And I think Leclerc is beatable. Max, less so at the moment. We'll see about the transitions. Hello, where are you going? I wanted the wider line. Take the karting line, you know? Speaking of karting, I was at Silverstone yesterday and didn't realise how much progress they've made on building that new karting track they've got there. My goodness me, that's flying. It's nearly done. We are closing in on Charles, you know. Very slowly. But that gap is coming down. At least Mercedes also look to be scoring quite well. They're 5th in the Constructors' Championship at the moment and a long way off. They have not had a good season. Does seem a little better. Lewis, that was a terrible turning point. Obviously, the fast lap came in from Max. Comfortably faster than we went. Does help if you find the racing line, you pleb. Stop talking, start driving, you idiot. Oh, God. They're real close. Let's burn some energy and defend. Must have had a horrible drive off the corner. Come on, Lewis. Eyes forward, eyes forward, eyes forward. Damn, the rear end is really stepping out. It's another PB at least, but this ain't looking great. There was a lap or so where it was looking really good, and suddenly, yeah, it's gone downhill again. I will say, I've seen the size of the train behind me. It is a big old train, which tells me that the pace around here for everyone is pretty close. Because I know we're the cork in the bottle, but we're not exactly a million miles off the two up ahead. Like, I mean, well, we are quite far from Verstappen, but still. 46.3, much better lap time. Come on. Oh, fastest first sector of the race. Nice one.
Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tires.
Really? So you want to send us onto inters? Okay. Let's set the stop up now and see what everyone else does. Get that onto inters. Nice one. I don't want to get caught out as I did last round. That said, the pace is okay on these tyres at the moment. Well, he said come in, so why not? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, we're straight in the pit lane. We've dragged Hamilton with us. The thing is, I complained last round. Oh, which one is it? There we go. Last round about him not telling us. So the fact that he's told us means that we should probably come in. Okay, and we're out as well. Nice one. Like, listen to the man. If he says, he says. Everyone else is coming in. This fills me with joy. Much joy. So obviously we'll be pitting. Oh, no, careful. Well, that was illegal. That's a penalty. Penalty! But obviously, yeah, we'll be coming in for slicks at some point. But let's just dig deep. Try and set a good lap here. And try and throw ourselves back in the mix. I'm actually quite confident with how this car feels in the dry. So if most of this race is dry, I'm actually going to be a lot happier. But boy, does this game hate a single condition race. It doesn't like it just staying dry or just staying wet, does it? It definitely doesn't like it just staying wet. Every time we've had a wet start to the race, it's always dried up every single time. Car actually feels pretty good here. Obviously got to watch out for the tyre temps, as always. Fastest middle sector of the race, that's a good sign. Maybe we'll be catching up to Charles. And there we go, everyone else is obviously in the pit lane. Here we go then, where are we going to end up? Let's see. Still a few people actually staying out on the wets, interestingly enough. Hamilton's up to what will be net third, which, if anything, that proves that we've definitely made the right call there. The fact that Hamilton's gained so much, and obviously we've pulled out a little bit of a gap on Hamilton. Probably set the fastest lap this time, but I'm sure Verstappen will beat it next, but that's fine. Verstappen's obviously gone purple in the middle sector because we only had a PB in it. Again, he might be just a little bit too quick for us this afternoon. The rest of them are in the pit lane. Careful, careful, careful. Nice one. There we go, 42.7. Nice one. There's Charles. And yeah, Hamilton net third. Well, I say net third, he's in third. So we've got to hope this track dries out relatively quickly for us. And maybe we can get the timing right again. We'll see. I think if we go on to the slicks, though, it's a two-stop race from there, from that point. Or, well, a one-stop race from that point, you know what I mean? We'd have to use two slick tyres to get to the end of the race. It was obviously quite a high tyre wear circuit. The hards might be able to do it, but I'm not sure. 42.0 for Verstappen. See if we can beat that. Whoa! 42.0. Nice. Same as. With a big slide as well for us. I'm sliding the rear end way too much here. We're going to be burning out those inters. Let's slow it down, calm it down. The rear end is very excitable. I know I'm going to lose a little bit of time trying to look after that rear right, but I think it's really, really, really needed at the moment. Otherwise, that problem is going to get real bad, real fast. 41.5 for Verstappen. We're quite a lot slower there. About a second slower than him. 41.4 for Verstappen. We're not quite going to be that fast, but I think we're not that far away from it, to be honest. Oh, 41.1. Absolutely get stuffed, brother! I think we've got to set ourselves up the pit stop, though. We're going to go on to hards. and just see how the race unfolds. Obviously, we're not putting in yet. It's still raining, but, you know, preparation is king. Another low 41. Very nice. Rain's still coming down ever so slightly. But hopefully we'll be off these tyres soon. Hopefully. Okay, rain stopped. No more drops of rain I can see. So we're just waiting for this track to dry out now. Here in Singapore it should be theoretically quite fast, but we'll see. 40.8 for Verstappen. I do think we've got to be pitting soon. Just a little nervous after the last couple of rounds. Well, after Baku, really, to be honest. Just getting it really wrong there. But this looks, again, it looks bone dry.
Stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Inters seem to be the fastest.
Inters are the fastest tyre for now. Okay. Cheers, Mush. Still says Inters are the best tyre. I just don't know how much I vibe with that. Verstappen staying out though, so I guess we go around again. I just don't want to get caught out again. 40.8. So we're slower than Verstappen, but not by much. I'm just a bit nervous now about coming to the pit lane when it's really busy. That said, we are far enough clear that we should actually have a relatively clear pit lane for when we come in. Oh, that's deep. Verstappen's still not come in. It is bad that we're literally basing it off of what Verstappen's doing. There we go, fast lap, have it on! I'm really thinking about calling it now. I'm just going for it. Maybe they are as well, I don't know, but... So these tyres still giving out a decent amount of grip. But I think it's because it's just getting dry every lap. Verstappen staying out. One more. This is getting another fastest lap of the race.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get
What do you mean the wake of the car ahead? He's 9 seconds clear, bro. What are you talking about? No, I'm really, really struggling for grip. Right, Hamilton's been in the pit lane. So it's slick o'clock, I think. There we go, DRS enabled, definitely slick o'clock. I've just checked as well, they've gone on to the hard compound tyre. Both Perez and Hamilton, those two that have stopped, they've both gone to those hards. So we are going to the hards as well. Into the pit lane we're going to go though, so it should be okay. Verstappen is in. Get it in there nicely, lovely. We didn't blow over the exit line, lovely. Forget how slow it is. There's Verstappen out. But yeah, let's go. He is also on the hards, okay. Ooh, Sainz staying out. That is a huge mistake. Come on, send me before... Send me. Why did you wait so long to send me? What was some... Oh, I would say it was clearly an issue on one of the tyres or something. That's rubbish. That's bad for Alonso. Really bad for Alonso. That sucks. Okay, it's 12 seconds to Verstappen now, so we lost 3 seconds in that. As annoying as that is, it's okay. Obviously, we lost out quite a bit of time to Hamilton there as well. Ferrari having a proper Ferrari strat here. Because Norris has jumped him. And obviously, they're definitely going to jump Sainz. There's Carlos, straight into the pit lane. Lewis Hamilton's just set at 36.5, okay. And Carlos just getting out ahead, I think, of Fernando. Pierre Gasly with a fast up, that will not hold. Esteban Ocon, that won't hold. I can tell you Max Verstappen's going to be stealing that one away, I'm sure. Maybe we can. We are going faster than Verstappen, though. Purple in the first and purple in the second. Whether we're going to catch him, I don't know. Obviously, there's still loads of time left in this race. We've already had quite a lot of drama, so time to knuckle down. 34.8 is the time to beat. 34.2, about half a second faster. Nice one. I'll knuckle down, try and set some laps. Let me cook. I want to see if we can catch up. Somewhat, anyway. I did say about feeling confident in the dry. And the car does feel actually quite good. Valtteri Bottas out of the session. Interesting. No safety cars though. Come on. I'd love one. Verstappen just set at 33.5. 33.3. It's about 10th a bit faster. Okay. Pierre Gasly with a 33.2 must be on the softs. Or maybe mediums. 32.4 for Verstappen. Again, it's just a bit of trading the fastest laps. We're going to go much quicker than that, though, I think. Well, not much quicker, but you know what I mean. A bit quicker. Oh, no, I'll take it back. Much quicker. Fair enough. The gap was just ticking under 10 seconds for the first time this race. Or for the first time since it went over it. So, again, we've closed that one back in quite nicely. See how the holder of the fastest lap. We're nearly halfway through. But I am pushing as hard as I can at the moment. And Norris has just got past Alonso, which is not good for us in the constructors. Obviously, we need to be outscoring McLaren here. Boom, another fastest lap. Nice one. Boom, again, another fast lap. About a tenth faster. We are closing in on Verstappen here. I think we will get a shot at him. Genuinely, I think we will. It's kind of like we had at Spa and Zandvoort, where we had some really good speed to the mid and late portion of the race, and we were able to close our way back up. They seem to struggle a little bit more, but I'm just pushing as hard as I can, and to be fair, I'm having a good time doing it, actually. I do like chasing them down. Norris also might find his way onto the podium because he's right on the back of Hamilton now. I think he's quicker than him. And, of course, Lando currently sitting third in the World Drivers' Championship. Outside hope for sure, but there's still a long way left to go in this season. There's still 5 races after this. F1 full distance, by the way, just whilst we put it out here now, will not return on F1 25. I will be playing F1 25, but it won't be full distance races. Mostly because the full distance plan will be moving elsewhere. Are we doing, not sure exactly when, but we will be doing full distance races starting from F1 2010. It will be live streamed, I think, on either Monday or Tuesday nights. But those will be live streamed in the near future. Bit like the journey, we're going starting from 2010 and moving our way through, but obviously 1 a week and full distance. There we go, Norris actually has come through there on Hamilton. Starting to wonder now if we'll actually be pitting again in this race. I need to go, oh, that was a bit of a clip of the barrier. I nearly George Russelled it. Nice one. But yeah, will we be stopping again? Let's have a look. We shouldn't need to. But I am kind of thinking that if we go onto some fresh mediums with like 20 laps left to go, for one, we should actually still come out, dependent on Norris, in second place. Lap objective about to be complete. That was a poor lap though, which I know it sounds crazy, but we're already going, what, half a second slower than we were PBing, which is, you know, not that bad. But how fast can we go on mediums? I think we can close that gap back up to Verstappen. The double close. Close down on him, pit, close down on him again. It's just because I don't want to deal with the high tyre wear late on in the race. Because if he does pit at that point, then yeah, we'll be struggling. He's just confirmed there. We need to get these tyres to the end of the race. We're about to set pretty much a similar lap time to Verstappen, though. So this will be a great indicator as to how much these tyres have dropped off. About half a second, okay. It's not that bad. But if he's then setting like low 32s, what do you reckon we'd be on the mediums? 30s? It'll also make the last 20 laps of this race very interesting. I think we're doing it. I think we'll pit at the end of 42. Go on the mediums, go to the end. Push as hard as we can, close that gap down. I know it sounds crazy, but I think it will potentially guarantee us, as near as makes a difference, the fastest lap of the race. And that extra point could mean a lot. Kind of wish I knew how long the pit stop sequence was. Like how much we're losing. Oh dear. I think it's like 25. Just so I'm working out where I'm coming out, basically. Still got loads of time before we pit. That's why I'm absolutely ragging these tyres now, because I've accepted it. We're coming in. I enjoy pushing more, innit? It's more fun, innit? 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 Still to the fastest lap of the race again. Hello. I know the strategy sounds crazy. I know it sounds like a Ferrari strategy. I get it. But the thing is, we're closing in quite a lot here. If we get through and then he pits, then we're kind of like up against it a little bit. You know, if he was going to go for the same strategy that we're talking about here.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
we'll come out. We should come out in second spot. Oh, hello. We don't have to manage tyres. We just push. And I think we would be more than a second a lap faster. I mean, we're already kind of near that anyway at the moment. On the same age, same compound tyre. So going for a, well, hello, softer compound tyre compared to it, and newer, you would suspect, yeah, we should be comfortably faster. And it should make the overtake a little easier as well. Also, banter, innit? Oh, who's blown up? I think it's the Haas. Jumped out of the way. Must have just been a mistake. Speaking of F1 25, oh, that's not first gear corner, nice one. Speaking of F1 25, though, based on where we were earlier, obviously I'm not doing a full distance career in it, fair enough. But what team should we be racing for? I was thinking Haas. I was thinking replacing Esteban Ocon. Teaming up with Ollie Behrman, getting after it. Could be in the Racing Bulls. Could be anywhere. Let me know where you want. Work our way past K-Mag. Okay, let's get the pit stop going. Yeah, it has set it to some new mediums. Lovely. Did see one of the Alpines in the pit lane, I think. Could have been a Williams. So we're not the only ones thinking this strategy. Left overtake on again. Idiot. Okay, we'll be pitting at the end of this lap. And bring it straight in. Let's take the risk. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Whew, it's going to be a tough one. We can close that down, though. I've got faith. Don't know where. So there goes an Alpine or Williams or whatever it is. Are we still clear of Norris? That's the question. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, he's just ahead. It's annoying. One more lap, we would have been ahead of him. We'll get past pretty quick, though. Didn't realise the pit lane was so slow there because we've got 30 seconds to catch, not 20. My bad. We should get past Norris as we go over the Anderson Bridge. Look at how much faster we are. I'm cruising here. Here we go. Hook it up. Send it out. Burn the energy and off we go. Straight around the outside. Good day, sir. Oh my God, hit the barrier. Please don't. That was so close. Yeah, I think this genuinely might be the right call. Let's see what lap time we can do. The full centre lap, please. And obviously keep that eyes. 27 seconds with the gap. So if it's 25 at the line, we'll be very happy. Oh, I didn't even realise we were that close on fuel. Whoops. So we're not very happy, but we're fairly happy. 25, 2 at the line. 30.5 as the lap time. Okay. There's Logan out of the way. I was genuinely thinking about taking some fuel out of the car before the start of the race. I thought a wet Singapore were never really going to burn that amount of fuel. Glad I bloody didn't. My goodness. And this lap was 2 seconds faster. Another 30.5. The gap's about to go under 20 seconds. And we've got like, what, 15 laps left to go? I think if we get it down to about 10 or 11 seconds with 10 laps left to go, I'll be feeling very happy. But at the moment, I'm confident, but that confidence can fade. Just got to keep setting these lap times. We're running the low 30s pretty consistently. 30.0, my goodness. I'm just not thinking about the fuel, though. That's the problem. It's still hovering around 0. Extraps, I think we want to get that up to about 0.5, ideally. But it's like, what else am I focusing on at the moment? Am I focused on catching or am I focused on saving? Right now, it's not far off a second a lap. And we'll be there. And we're obviously going faster than that. Even got DRS of K-Mag there. We went past him this lap. But it was close enough to the DRS detection point that an extra couple of tenths was gained, I'm sure. It does look as though 11 laps left to go once we get to the line. And the gap is comfortably under 10 seconds. I'm saving fuel just a little bit at the moment. Whilst we are catching so quickly, let's just try and save it now so that when we get there, we can just get through as soon as we get an opportunity. It's half a second slower than what we've been running, basically, but still. It's still a good lap time, and it's still allowing us to catch quite considerably. The gap's 9 seconds, 8.5, with 11 to go. I think we're in for a bit of an exciting end here to the Singapore Grand Prix. Another 30.8. Like I say, I'm just focused on the fuel at the moment. Until I get it up to about 0.2 extra, then I'll focus once again on trying to slam in some good lap times. But right now, we're still lapping comfortably faster, even though we're fuel saving. I'm not driving horrendously badly, and I'm not aggressively fuel saving. Nice slide. But it's just enough to kind of get us to the end of the race without any major worries. Got Nico Hulkenberg, though, to navigate. Might even give us DRS here, actually. He did. Big thank you to Haas. Both drivers gave us DRS. Cheers, bro. And with 9 laps to go, the gap comes to under 5 seconds. Obviously, we did get it to 2 seconds, and he stepped up his pace before when we were on the hards. Wonder if that'll happen again. But right now, we're catching at such a speed, I'm not sure he's going to be able to react. And again, we're saving that fuel. We can go faster. The fuel is 0.25 now, so we can start pushing. Start finding that speed once again. I can get some fuel back after I've passed Verstappen if I really need to, or to be fair, whilst I'm behind him. I'd rather not do it whilst we're behind him, though, because it might stall our momentum. Plenty of lap traffic up ahead. Come on. We're basically within DRS range. We don't have any DRS now. We nearly set the fastest lap of the race there. He is a sitting duck compared to us. There comes the DRS. Let's see if we can do it in one go. Oh my god, we got Yugi here as well. I did not enjoy that. Was not gonna. That was a little too hectic. Just likelihood of a crash went through the roof. We've got so much speed. We're gonna get more opportunities, so I'm not worried. Well, even through here, look, we could. I wasn't going to. We could jam it down the inside there if we needed to. Here we go, another bout of DRS. Not as close as we were on Norris, though. So this one won't work out. Here we go. To the outside we go. Send it. Straight around. Good day, sir. And, yeah, I'll chat to you in the on the podium, bruv. I think this would be our, like, 6th victory or something this season. I think Fernando's had, what, 2 or 3, isn't he? This has been the car to beat. Well, the upgrades have worked out very nicely on this car. Based on the Aston Martin in 2025, it's going to need a lot more work to get up to this speed, but still. Squeeze our way past Daniel Ricciardo, who, of course, did actually set the fastest lap in this race. Before saying goodbye to F1. Sad times. Trying to see if I can maybe set the fastest lap of the race again. Doubt it, but I'll give it a go. Alright, here we go then. Penultimate lap of the race. Let's push for one. We've saved energy of that back up. Let's see if we can once again set it. 30.0 to beat. I'd love to set a 29, just for banter. Not sure it's going to be it though. I think the rear tyres have had enough. We'll give it a go though, obviously. Nah, it's not going to be it, I don't think. It's not really got the grip. Oh, never mind, son. It wasn't quite a 29 though. Wasn't a 29. We ain't going to do it on the last. Don't have the energy. Or the risk. Let's just cruise back and enjoy it. That's actually been a very enjoyable race though, actually, which I wasn't expecting for Singapore. I know it's not been like the most battle intensive, but honestly, getting that strategy call right, that was, I'm very happy with that. Maybe we would have won anyway, I don't know. But also, considering how much we were struggling in the wet weather, to say that we came back this strong in the dry. If this race was dry, we would have dominated, I think. And that would have been boring. But back to the top of the championship, it looks like we're about to go. Ahead of Max Verstappen, out through the final corner. It's another victory. So here we go then. Obviously, victory. Look at that fastest lap for us. It was 2 seconds faster than Max Verstappen as we finished 7.3 seconds clear after an hour and 40 minutes. Of course, Lando Norris there in 3rd position. Fernando up there in 4th. Oscar Piastri, though, in the Constructors' Championship, only in the 9th position. That is very disappointing. Good, a fair point haul for Mercedes, though Hamilton was running in the podium positions. To be fair, he only finished, what, a second behind Fernando, so and only half a tenth behind Carlos. That's a bit disappointing for him. Any retirement to the race? Just Valtteri Bottas. Let's take a look at the championship, though. Okay, so the points have been calculated then. We are back to being the championship leader by 5 points over Max Verstappen. Lando Norris still with a hope. He's 34 points off of the championship lead, but obviously they're in the Constructors' Championship. It is once again Aston Martin on top ahead of McLaren, but this time it's only by 14 points. Next up after this, though, we go to the Circuit of the Americas, where I know in real life there was a sprint race. We will be skipping the sprint race between now and the end of the season. I just can't bother to do them when I'm doing full distance races as well. Don't have the time for it. So we'll be next up in the US Grand Prix at COTA. See if we can go and win that one and maybe move even closer to becoming the world champion.